Hey, what's going on, people? This is White Rice here, and I just walked out of my local theater right now. And as you know, as you're telling me right now, I'm not in my regular, apartment right now doing a review. And I also have a special guest with me right now.
Hey everybody, Orangeville 98 here.
Hey, what's up? And today we just went to go see Wonder Woman.
Yes, Wonder Woman.
Now, by the tone of our voices, we may think there's a different opinion about it. So Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins, stars Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Chris Pine's in it too, and even Robin Wright makes an appearance in it. And it's about Wonder Woman's origin story, and about it takes place during World War I.
Which, by the way, when you do see this movie, you may notice a little bit of a similarity between the first Captain America movie a little bit.
Yeah, it does kind of have that it does kind of have that aspect to it a bit. Okay.
Which, to be honest, is to be expected.
And the thing about it, and the main villain of this movie is Ares, since he is the god of war, and humans apparently, all their flaws in life are caused by Ares. And so Wonder Woman's trying to go after Ares, which she thinks was the whole reason for World War I, even though historically that's not the case.
Nope.
No, first of all, let's get into what we like about this movie.
Yeah, because trust me,
we're
trying to like ease our way in.
Yeah, this is not going to be this is going to be kind of a rough ride of a review.
Because most of the stuff we're going to be talking about is going to be negative.
Okay.
But let's start with the plot.
Alright, so anyhow, though, this is our first impressions out of a theater. This is not fully finalized. This is just what I think off the raw cut. Alright, so let's see now. Gal Gadot, first of all, did a very good job as Wonder Woman. We will admit that.
Yeah. Also, Chris Pine does a very good job at his acting too.
And supporting actors, for the most part, do a pretty good job. And it looks very nice. Some of the battle sequences are very well choreographed, by the way.
Yeah, there were moments I kept on just like gasping because of how awesome some of those action scenes
and
were.
The effects are, for the most part, pretty up to date, pretty well done.
Really cool.
And I do like the fact that it is female power in the movies. I really do appreciate that.
Really well done with that.
And some of the jokes hit.
Yeah, they do.
Now let's get into our actual thoughts of the movie.
Ooh, boy.
Now, I'm going to let you start off with this one. I'm going to really let you start.
One thing in particular that I seriously want to talk about is that, not to give away anything about the story here, but there's a certain plot device that was involved with this movie, and I hate it so freaking much. Like, I think it's like the worst plot device I've ever seen in a movie. It's those kind of liar reveal kind of plot devices, and oh, we both saw that coming. We easily knew something like that was going to be pulled off in this movie.
I mean, Wonder Woman, first of all, a lot of what makes this movie just absolute shit, first of all, is just the inconsistent writing. My God, was this choppy. First of all, there's a lot of contradictions in this film, which are really unnecessary. A lot of bullshit filler that just... if any of you saw my King Arthur review, you know that I said it was a lean, clean fighting machine, that there was no bullshit, that it just got straight to the point. Not with Wonder Woman. Not with Wonder Woman.
There were countless times where either one of us was about to explode, like a complete anger and frustration.
I mean, for this movie, I wanted to walk out of points so badly. I mean, first of all, there are moments in this movie where they easily could have trimmed it down, but nope.
No, for some reason they decided to drag it on longer.
Yeah, the pacing in this movie is just really just slow. It's like, why does Wonder Woman, a DC action film, need to be so slow?
No idea, but they probably just wanted to make the movie longer.
I mean, the emotional connection to this movie, I didn't feel any. I'm sorry. I mean, sure, there are some philosophical elements that could relate to emotion, I'm sure, but... it's presented so poorly that I just did not give a shit about any of the characters.
I should also mention that, again, not to give it away here, but the final battle in this movie was so bad that throughout the last few minutes of the movie, I was laughing my ass off. Like, I couldn't help myself. It was just so bad, and it was just so hilarious. There was even a point where I even had to go slightly outside the theater a little bit and just really had to laugh a little bit out because It's just so bad. Like I couldn't take anything at the last few minutes of the film seriously.
It looked like it came out of Mortal Kombat Annihilation, honestly. It looked that poor.
So pretty much, let's just call this that Wonder Woman pulled off a doomsday. If you would have recalled from Batman vs. Superman. Or as I like to call it, Batshit vs. Super Shit.
Donna bullshit. So, I mean, with this movie also too, again, when we mention about, you know, the contradictions of this movie, there's one thing will happen in this movie, and the next thing, you know, the characters will contradict it, especially in the first half of this movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's just... Well, I've got nothing else to say to this.
I mean, let's see what else is there to go through.
But I'm sorry, one thing I would like to add about, like, me laughing because how bad, like, a certain scene was. I kind of felt bad. I wanted to laugh out so much, but I didn't really want to, like, ruin the film a little bit for other people that were sitting in the theater. Like, in fact, there was even one dude who was, like, sitting near White Rice here, just literally just saying, like tell him to, like, stop laughing, just, like, be quiet or something like that. But just, I couldn't help myself. It was just too funny.
I mean, with this movie, it just feels really disappointing in a sense, because Orange Bowl and I were expecting a lot out of this movie. I mean, we saw one guy on our Facebook give this a 10 out of 10.
And instantly we were like, okay, how can this movie be a 10? Like, is it really that good? And when we're going into this movie, we were expecting it was going to be really great because all this build-up we've been getting from all the trailers, commercials, and stuff like that were amazing. It's kind of one of those moments where when you see a trailer where it looks awesome, but when you see a movie, it might turn out really bad.
I mean, this movie... Look, I could go more onto it. I really could, but I don't think this movie kind of deserves it. I really don't think so. I'm sorry to say, but I think this is worse than Batman vs. Superman, for sure. And my final score for this movie, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. I'm really sorry. I mean, there are parts about it that I liked, but most of it just felt like filler. It felt like bullshit. It felt like it was too long. There were too many exposition plot points that didn't need to be there. And I just feel like this was really a wasted opportunity for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I also give it a 4. I mean, in my opinion, I think it's slightly worse than Batshit vs. Super Shit, but there are slightly more things I like about Wonder Woman than in Batshit vs. Super Shit.
Yeah, so we were both really disappointed about this movie, so...
Yeah, because again, I waited for a long time to see this movie, because I mean, I don't think we've ever had a Wonder Woman movie before.
We haven't. I mean, you know, and for the first female superhero movie in like over 10 years, this is something that, look, it represents females very well in this movie, we will say that. And, you know, it represents, you know, the late 19 teens pretty well being sexist and, you know, not accepting of women.
Which, by the way, those certain points we kept laughing at because
they're so outdated and ridiculous.
Yeah, very. But just so you know, I mean, if you guys like this movie, that's fine. But this movie was a huge disappointment for us.
Yeah, so we're gonna probably do this again in the future, but hopefully choose a different movie. So let us know what you thought of Wonder Woman down in the comments below.
Yeah, please do. I mean, we kind of want to know your opinions about this movie, and don't forget to subscribe and stuff like that to one of our channels.
All right, so this is White Rice signing off.
And Orange Ball 98 saying thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.
See you later.